Right, so second attempt at this video. Look at this beautiful vista here I've got. Very lucky to live where I live. And believe me, it wasn't a choice. It was a necessity that drove me to live in this place. After the shit hit the fan for me, a friend said, you can come and stay in our place for a little bit. And this is what I got. But unfortunately, it's not about the beauty outside. It's about the beauty within. So, a couple of months ago when I first started looking at yoga stuff, I looked at some beginners yoga videos on YouTube. And amazing, the teachers are amazing. But I mean, I needed the basics, the real basics of yoga. And I couldn't do the stuff that they were telling me to do. And after I've done some reading, especially about yoga, I found that everything's yoga. Everything can be yoga if you're doing it to open up your body, spirit, and mind to a better way of life. So any type of kind of meditative exercise is classed as yoga. You don't have to be able to do handstands and headstands and flip yourself around and turn yourself 360 degrees. It can be real basic. Now, I just re-recording this video. I did a video and I was so chuffed with how it came out. I thought that's going to sound absolutely brilliant. But because I'm a bit of a knob, I forgot to press record. So I'm doing it again. And I hope that this one comes out as good as the last one came out. I'll find out soon. So what is yoga? Yoga is kind of a spiritual discipline. Been practiced for, it's recorded back to 2700 BC. So thousands of years people have been doing this stuff. And it's a way to connect your mind, body, and spirit to the universal energy. It's about freeing yourself, just freeing yourself to live in the present moment, to kind of get away from negativity and conflict in your mind. So as I said, I looked at all these videos and I couldn't find anything really basic. So I spoke to my yoga teacher and I said, I need some really basic exercises. I'm doing these little videos. I need some really basic exercises. And she said, look, everything's yoga. So if you can stretch a little bit and you're doing it for your benefit of your body and your mind and your spirit, it's yoga. It's yoga. Now, I started looking at the chakras, and when you stood up, keeping your head level and looking forward, it's important for your crown chakra. Now, your crown chakra, a lot of the chakras have an element attached to them, and your crown chakra doesn't, because it's pure spirit. It's not attached to anything. This is what opens you up to the divine cosmic powers, and it's kind of it's the aerial for connection and spirituality to yourself and others, and it's all about kind of your divine life's purpose, and it helps you feel nature. Um, the crown chakras to help you kind of transcend the physical body, and look at the beauty of nature and just how it all flows. It just flows. It's a way of getting in touch with yourself to combat stress and illness and mental health and conflict and negativity, all the stuff that I've been struggling with. So what I've learned is to keep myself open to it. So I keep myself nicely grounded on the floor. And I mean, basic, basic yoga, really basic, this stuff. So just find a comfortable position. Feel where your feet are on the floor. Legs parallel with each other, just facing forward. Feel your toes, wiggle them about. And how more basic can you get than this? So just a head exercise just to learn to relax. So just dropping your head forward, just relax, let your shoulders come down. Now I can already feel just like a slight pulling sensation on the back of my neck. Just twist your head a little bit. Some nice breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And we're just going to rock the head slowly, backwards and forwards. This is going to benefit my mind, body, and spirit. I'm doing it because I want to. So I'm rolling my neck. I can feel it pulling. I can feel it pulling on each side. Don't want to overdo it. Just back each way, each side. Not all the way around. Not back. It's not good for your vertebra. So I'm told. So I'm not going to do it. So again, just keep it rolling. Real basic stuff this. It's certainly not rocket science. Try and keep that positivity. Try and keep yourself open to any energy. And you can stop in a certain place if you want. Just kind of keep your head. Yes. And then come back. Just a nice resting position. Oh, that's yoga. That's yoga. Another good one, just without pushing yourself so much, is just put your hands on your hips. Try and face everything forward if you can, but if you can only do it like this, not everybody can stretch. You know, I wasn't very bendy when I started on this journey, so kind of putting my hands on my hips and just pushing my hips forward, trying to keep my arms relaxed. Try to relax. You know, it's difficult. It's really difficult because your body will naturally tense. This is a good one for opening your line of chakras at the front. It allows energy in everywhere. So, in through your nose, out through your mouth as you make the action movement. And then in and out as you come to rest. It's your breathing will get better the more you do, but that's yoga. Just in through your nose, feel the stretch, and out through your mouth. So anything, you know, you don't have to see it on a YouTube video and you don't have to read it in a book for it to be yoga. Just something that's beneficial for you and your state of mind. And you can try other stretches. Stretches like this are always better with your palms facing upwards because there's a better flow of energy. And again, you don't have to go all the way. Just if you can go that far, it's still yoga. If your arms can't be straight, if you have to have them down here, it's still yoga. Breathe in and breathe out. And if you do it a few times, if you're stiff, the next time you do it, you'll probably find you can go a little bit further. You know, it's not about pushing yourself, it's about being comfortable in your own body. It's about feeling good about what you're doing for you, that positivity that comes along with it. I'm doing this for me, to make me feel better. And if I can share it with somebody else, then I'm keeping the energy for me and I'm spreading the universal energy for other people. Now, all these stretches, so another really great one is just relax yourself forward with a straight back. You don't have to get all the way down. Just relax. Just relax. Try and imagine you're an antenna, and if you can keep the straight lines, so my spine's straight, my head, my crown chakra is still pointing upwards. If I can only get down this far, I can feel that pulling in the back of my legs and in my hamstrings. It's yoga. It's yoga. Give yourself a chance. So just a nice bend forward. Don't push yourself. Don't stretch yourself. Just nicely relax into it. if you can get yourself all the way, relax down. You don't have to touch your toes. You don't even have to touch your toes. So these are just really, really legs apart. Just move your hips from side to side. Feel where you can push yourself to. So these are basics. These are the basics. Um, you've got your neck exercise. You've got some nice outward stretches that you can twist at. Some nice twists. Positive thinking. Body, mind, and spirit. You know, an important one actually when you start looking at yoga is feet closer together and shoulders down, head nice and straight. And reach up to the sky. It doesn't matter if you can't reach all the way. This is the forward standing pose. It's one of the stalwarts of a yoga move, of a yoga routine. It's that connection that we're striving for. Breathe in through the nose and out. So that's 4 or 5 really basic poses that you'll struggle to find because they're so basic. But it's a great introduction to what yoga is, what it means, and what it can do for you. Now, when I get into talking about the chakras, the crown chakras I mentioned earlier, there's affirmations that go along with this stuff. Now, when you're doing yoga and you're opening your crown chakra, you can chant if you want, and that's the sound for the crown chakra. Some people feel stupid chanting. But there's some affirmations that you can make to yourself. And there's a few that really resonate with me, that really put me in connection with myself and the kind of universal spirit. And the first one is that I am my highest and most authentic self. I can't be anybody but me. And when I started making these videos, I was shit scared that I'd have to portray myself as somebody I want. And when you watch the other videos, they're all doing it in, beautiful studios with gorgeous yoga mat, and they've all got kind of designer lycra gear on, and it's like, shit, I can't compete with that. But I don't have to compete with it. I have to be my highest and most authentic self. And the truth is, I'm a plumber from West Yorkshire, and I swear a bit. That's who I am. That's who I am. So that's a great affirmation for me. I am my highest and most authentic self. And I can say that as I'm doing my yoga. Another thing I can say is, I don't like saying this really positive stuff about myself, but the affirmations are important, and it's, I am pure, I am beautiful, and I am radiant in light. Now, I grew up in a culture that you say stuff like that and people look at you funny, but I am pure, I am beautiful, and I am radiant in light. Basic yoga, real basic, opening yourself up. And another really important affirmation is, I live in the present moment. Because this is the present moment. We can't live in the past, because then we live in, like I mentioned on my video the other day, me personally, I'm living in fear. I'm living in fear of what was. And if I look too much to the future, I'm living in fear of what might be. I've got to come back to the great Kung Fu Panda quote by Master Oogway. Yesterday's history, tomorrow is a mystery. Today's a gift. That's why it's called the present. So, there's knowledge and information and spirituality to be found everywhere. So basic yoga 101, the most basics of basics. I hope it helps you get started. And the next one I'll introduce just a little bit more, to push us just a little bit more. But try that and look into it yourself. I can't tell you the difference it's had in the last couple of months on the journey I'm taking in life. So I hope it's helping you.